everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a really exciting video to kick off the new year, 2020, new decade, and it's basically going to be a... Oh my gosh, I literally switched the camera on and the sun starts going in and out behind the clouds. So today's video is going to be a New Year's resolution video, both reflecting on Jess. Okay, today's video is basically... right, out you go, come on. Today's video is basically a New Year's resolutions video in terms of both did I complete my 2019 resolutions and what are my resolutions for 2020, and also just a recap of, I don't know, like just reflecting on 2019 and 2020, because my last video was obviously quite negatively slanted because 2019 was a really rough year for me. But that's not to say that there were not good things in 2019. Before this video starts, I just want to say that the video with Jamie went down really, really well. The Say It or Shot It video. So I was thinking that I don't really have people on this channel for collabs very often. So if you would like me to do more collaboration videos this year, like more videos with other people, please give this video a thumbs up so I have like a vague idea of like whether that's something that you guys want. And also comment down below anyone that you would like me to collab with. But yeah, okay, onto the video. Also, the reason I have my hair up like this is because when I got my hair cut, I don't know what happened, but like the way that my fringe falls, it just looks so weird. Like I actually hate it. And until it's grown out a little bit, I think it's just going to look a bit funny. So my hair is going to be like this for the foreseeable future because I actually hate the way that my fringe looks at the moment, and it's actually really sad. So the 2010s were a massive decade for me. I started the 2010s in primary school, you know, still just a little 10-year-old child, and I've ended it, you know, at the University of Oxford, which is mad because when I was 10, that was exactly where I wanted to be. So overall, this decade was a success. I mean, I got into the school that I wanted to, I did my GCSEs, I did my A-levels, I passed my driving test, I travelled loads, I started a YouTube channel which has now got over 210,000 subscribers. Like, so many amazing things happened this decade in general, but I kind of wanted to reflect a little bit on 2019 and the positives of 2019 because it was a really rough year for me, like worst year ever, but I did also achieve some things which I'm really proud of, and this isn't me trying to brag or anything, this is just me trying to balance the negativity with a bit of positivity, you know? So I became a peer supporter in 2019, which is basically a scheme where you train for 24 hours worth of training, and then you can help students in need at your college and beyond, which was a really, really big thing for me. I volunteered in Peru for 2 weeks, I travelled Peru for a month, and I learned like loads more Spanish, and I helped out at a disadvantaged nursery, which was so much fun and really, really rewarding. I did 2 weeks work experience at Sky News, which is where I really want to like go and work when I graduate, and it was so amazing, and it really like made me realise that journalism is kind of what I want to do. The light. Journalism is really what I want to do, and that was such an exciting, I don't know, 2 weeks. I also got my article published on the Sky News Snapchat, which was insane. I became deputy editor of the student newspaper for the video section, and then by the end of the year I had moved up to actual video editor, so I'm now going into my second term as video editor of the Cherwell, and we filmed Oxpops, we interviewed like Layla Moran and Hugo Riffikind, and there's been so many amazing things that have been going on with that. I topped the year in my exams in both subjects, in German and Spanish, and I got like the best results I could have possibly got, and I got like 4 scholarships, which was incredible, and I'm so proud of those results because I was in such a state when I sat my exams, and yeah, now looking back I'm like really, yeah, proud of that. I lived in Berlin for a month. I did a C1 level German language course, which was so cool. I was named the UK's most influential student on the Tab 250, which was, I mean, Malala exists, but sure. I became a brand ambassador for Inspire EU, and yes, I will vote, and even though the general election didn't go to plan, that was a really exciting time. I took up the piano and I properly started it this year, and I'm starting to get a lot better, and I can play a few of my favourite songs, and my sight reading is getting better, and I started doing lessons, which was really, really cool. I met Billy Joel, and I'm really annoyed that I met him in like the middle of my worst depressive episode of the year because I feel like I wasted the opportunity, but still I met Billy Joel. I hosted the IQ Students Book Club, which was so much fun, and it was really an honour to be asked to be their first host. I went skiing for the first time. My reports this term were really, really good. I travelled to Portugal, I went to Mallorca, went to France, I went to Spain. I've been everywhere this year. I've done lots of travelling, which has been really nice. I went out of my comfort zone as well for loads of things. And also I got help for my mental health, which is the #1 top achievement of this year. So 2019 did have some highlights, even though it was predominantly lowlights. So the question is though, did I achieve my aims for 2019? Obviously, I'm not going to read out some of them because some of them are private and personal, but I will read out most of them. So the first aim for 2019 was to get journalistic experience, which I definitely did. I worked for Sky and I was deputy editor and editor of the Cherwell video section, and yeah, like I feel like I did that this year. I feel like I could have done more, but also I feel like I did do that this year, and yeah. The next one was to try and get a presenting job, which I didn't actually manage to do. I really want to do like, I don't know, some sort of like, just any sort of presenting, like a little YouTube show or something. Yeah, that's a big one that I wish that I'd done this year, was get a presenting job. The next one was to get a 2-1 in my exams, and I did do that. I actually ended up getting first, which was really, really good. It'll lead on to another resolution. It's a bittersweet achievement, that one, but yeah. The next one was to make more of an effort with friends. I definitely did that this year. Friends 100% came first in 2019, and they were so helpful, and I made loads of new friendships in 2019, and I really did like spend more time doing social things rather than academics for most of the year, which was woo, a big woo. The next one was to learn to play the piano. For the first half of 2019 didn't do any piano at all, because I was just a mess, but the second half I have really started to pick it up. I've been playing like lots of Billy Joel and Elton John and lots of classical pieces, and yeah, I'm not amazing, but I can carry a tune, which is a big achievement. The next one was to try not to gain too much weight. My weight fluctuates too much for this to ever be a goal again, really. Like, I have gained weight this year, but I've also lost weight this year, and then I've gained it back, and then I've lost it. So, swings and roundabouts, but I don't really care about that one too much. Like, as long as I'm, like, happy and healthy, then it's all good. The next one was to not let academics take over my life again. Be okay with not working as much as you did at A-level. So, I did this kind of, and I also kind of didn't. So, yes, I did, in that, especially the second half of this year, like, I really haven't let academics take over my life. Like, I really enjoyed last term. Work wasn't really in the foreground for me, but by the same token, when my mental health got really bad the first half of the year, I just threw myself into academics, and because I was struggling to concentrate, I just worked more and more and more. So that one was a big no, and a big yes. I can't believe how many different hues of lighting we're getting in this video. It's a joke. The next one was to spend less time on my phone. Like, I did not do that. I did for like points of the year, but no, generally I spent way too much time on my phone this year. Way too much time on social media, just scrolling mindlessly. I would try and set it as a goal again, but I feel like it's just never gonna happen. But yeah, I do want to try and put my phone away when I'm working a bit more next year, because I didn't do that for the second half of this year at all. And the last one was to listen to more music. I definitely did that. I made like a monthly playlist, which meant that I was listening to more music. Whether I listened to more new music, I don't think so, but I definitely like discovered new songs this year, and discovered new albums, but I would like to listen to more new music and try and stay down with the kids next year. So, what are my aims for 2020? And this is the important part, because I'm putting these on the internet, so I need to be held accountable to them. For them. So, my first big aim is to learn to speak a new language. I tried with French last year, and I've realised that me and the French language are just not friends. Like, I just don't enjoy learning French, and I have tried so many times to learn French, but I just don't like it. So, I've decided this year that I'm going to try and learn Italian, because I feel like Italian is kind of close to French, close to Spanish, but it's not French. No offense to French people, it's not the French language, it's horrible. I just don't get along with it. But yeah, I want to learn Italian this year, because I do go to Italy a fair bit on holidays and things, and I think it's such a pretty language. So this video is actually in partnership with Babel. I'm sure you guys have all heard of Babel. It's a language learning service, and they offer 13 different languages. They have like Dutch, German, Spanish, Russian, and it's available on desktop, Android and iOS devices, so you can use it on your computer and on the go. Of course, I will show you what it looks like on the screen now. You only need 15 minutes to complete a lesson, so it's really easy to incorporate into your day-to-day routine. I tend to do it when I'm on the go, so like on public transport or walking around places, because that is the best time to do it for me. But you could also set a reminder for nighttime or in the morning, like depending on when you work best. So what I like about Babel is that it focuses on real life vocabulary, so things that you're actually gonna really use, rather than just being like, the dog sat under a tree. It's stuff about like social media and business and like everyday life, you know what I mean? And you also get to speak, which means that you're interacting with the language as quickly as possible. Speaking is my weakest point in both of the languages that I'm fluent in. Like with Spanish and German, like I'm fluent in written Spanish and German, but my speaking is questionable because I never speak enough, whereas this gets you to speak from the get-go, which is always really good. Do grammar, listening, talking, vocab, and there's a huge range of lessons that you can choose from. I personally really like the talking feature just because I really want to get my like pronunciation on fleek. Oh my god, on fleek, that's a throwback. The course materials are crafted by over 150 linguists and language teachers, so you know that you're in safe hands, you know? So if you want to find out more about Babel and subscribe to it, then I will leave the link in the description and all the information that you need. And Babel have actually offered me a sweet deal for you guys, in that if you buy a 3-month subscription, you'll actually get another 3 months for free, so you get 6 months access in total. So that's half the year to learn a new language, which is so exciting. Thank you so much to Babel for sponsoring this video, and I'll keep you guys updated as to how my Italian is going. Hopefully it will go better than French. So, on to my aims for 2020. 2020 is going to be a big year for me. I don't have any exams for the first time in my life. Well, since I was 14, which is basically my life. And I'm exam free, but I'm also starting my year abroad. Like, in a very, very short amount of time, I'm going to be living in different countries for a year. I'm not telling you where I'm going yet because it isn't all finalised, and I'm going to do a big video telling you where I'm going, but safe to say it's a big change and it's going to be really exciting. And that's going to be half of 2020, like from, you know, like the second half of 2020 I'm just going to be in a different country, so wow. So my aims for 2020, first aim is more journalistic work experience, because obviously I want to go into journalism, and when I get back from my year abroad it will be my finals, so I'm not going to have time to do it then. So second year is a good time to get more journalistic work experience. Hoping to do a radio show with my friend Tash this term. I'm also video editor, and I'm going to try and get some work experience in the Hillary vac. Try being the key word there, because it's really hard to get journalistic work experience, like really hard. My next one is to continue to learn to play the piano. I obviously don't know what the situation will be when I move abroad as to whether I'll have a piano or not, but the aim is to continue to learn piano, at least for the first half of the year, and just, you know, enjoy it and keep taking lessons and stuff. That's a really big aim of mine this year, because I've really been enjoying it and I found it really like good for my mental health, so yes. My next one is to not let academics take over my life. Let's hope that this one is more successful this year, because, mate, I ain't got no academics to be taking over my life. Like, I have my degree, but I also don't have any exams, so this is my year. This is my year to just forget about exams, because 2021, my finals start. So this is my last year. My main goal for this year is to look after my mental health, because Lord knows I did not in 2019, and we all saw where that ended up. So yeah, main goal this year is to prioritise my mental well-being and avoid drama. Yes, hopefully that'll happen. My next one is to listen to new music. As I was saying earlier, I listen to a lot of music, but it's not new music. So I want to try and like pay attention to new albums coming out, new releases. If you guys have got any good new music that you think I should listen to, apart from Harry Styles' new album, because I love that, then put it down below. Yeah, that's another big aim for me this year, because I want some new vinyls and like new music, new vinyls, we love to see. My next one is to go to more concerts, whether that be classical or just normal concerts, and just listen to more live music, because I really like live music and I feel like I don't go to enough concerts. I also want to step out of my comfort zone this year a bit more, in terms of like everything, in terms of like relationships and like new opportunities and things. I just want to, I don't know, just do more exciting things basically, and not be worried about rejection and failure, because that just holds you back. And my final one is to just have a load of fun. Like, I just want this year to be so much fun. If I want to do something, I'm going to go for it. If I want to have fun, I'm going to have fun. And just to really embrace this sort of last year of like freedom before my exams, because then I'll be doing my exams, then I'll have a master's, and then I'll be working. So this is my last kind of commitment-free year to just enjoy and travel and see the sights and make new friends and just do everything. I really hope 2020 is a good year for me. I have a good feeling about it, but obviously I don't know. It's only the 3rd of January, so like I don't even know what this year is going to be like, but it's going to be a big year, and not gonna lie, it can only be better than 2019, so the only way is up from here, people. Comment down below any resolutions you guys have got for 2020. I really want to hear them, and I hope you all have an amazing year, even though I'll see you like next week with a new video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill, and I'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye guys. Mwah.